Today you bought us time. Isotope 5 will pay for the Empire's new foundation, and the Republic knows nothing of our actions.
We will speak when the enemy strikes again. Together we will choose the destiny of the Empire and retake the galaxy.
Darth Marr was a Dark Lord of the Sith and a member of Vitiat's Dark Council during the Great Galactic War, the Cold War, and the Galactic War against the Galactic Republic. One of the most influential Sith Lords in the Empire, and one of the most respected, both by his allies and enemies. Today, we're going to find out what happened to this Dark Lord. So sit back, relax, and have a piece of bread. Welcome to Star Wars Timelines. Marr was born in 3702 BBY on the planet Droman Kars. However, apart from that, we don't really know anything about his history. Darth Marr wiped all records of his history from the records. Anyone who knew him from his past refused to reveal anything of after the Sith Lord came to power. He even covered his face and body in a mask and armour, so very few people even knew what he looked like under the mask. Shortly before he joined the Dark Council in his early 20s, Marr recovered the lightsaber of the ancient Sith Lord Tulak Hord on the planet Droman Fells, shortly before his ascension to the Sith's Empire's ruling Dark Council. After claiming his seat on the Council, Marr became head of the Sphere of Defense of the Empire. Around 3678 BBY, Darth Marr and several other Dark Councillors confronted the Sith Lord Califo on the world of Korriban, arresting him for heresy. Califo's apprentice, Teneb Kel, was also arrested after helping to command the Imperial offensive on Begarin. Teneb was brought to the Dark Council chambers on Droman Kars, where Darth Marr ordered him to kill Califo. Teneb Kel obeyed, but just before he delivered the killing blow, a member of the council stopped him and ordered the guards to take Califo away. The Dark Council then assigned Teneb a mission to destroy the Emperor's apprentice who had betrayed the Empire to the Republic. Teneb was eventually successful in this, but while performing his task, he learned of the Emperor's children. He brought this knowledge to the Council, telling them of the Emperor's plans for the future, in return to be seated on the Darth Council, and became Darth Thanaton. As the Great Galactic War waged on, Darth Marr fought on the front lines countless times, leading Imperial forces into battle and defending the Empire's conquests against Republic counterattacks with fierce determination. In 3660 BBY, Darth Marr drove back a Republic offensive against Korriban, and he dealt the enemy a grievous defeat with the aid of Darth Angral and Darth Malgus when the Republic attempted to strike and invade Ziost. Around 3653 BBY, the Sith Emperor Vitiat and the Dark Council proposed an armistice with the Republic. The two sides organised a summit to take place on the core world of Alderaan, where delegations from both factions would meet to deliberate the terms of peace. However, the treaty was a trick. While representatives of the Empire and Republic conferred, the Sith launched an unexpected assault on the Republic capital world of Coruscant. The sacking of Coruscant placed the Republic's capital firmly under the control of the Sith Empire, and gave the Imperial delegation on Alderaan the leverage they needed in order to demand the Republic's surrender of the war. With no other choice, they signed the document, ending the Great Galactic War and declaring the Sith Empire as the victor. The terms of the treaty cost the Republic dearly. However, this was not enough for the Sith. This was only to delay the war so that the Sith could rebuild. The galaxy entered a state known as the Cold War. The Sith wanted to eradicate the Republic and the Jedi from the face of the galaxy completely. Darth Marr devoted himself to preparing the Empire for the next conflict, strengthening Imperial defences to ensure that the Republic would be fully destroyed next time they engaged. During this period, the Republic and the Empire faced off against each other in small skirmishes across the galaxy. However, all-out war was not officially declared until 12 years after the Treaty of Coruscant, where the Empire and Republic began open war once again, which started a period known as the Galactic War. However, at this point, Vitiat had begun his own plans and left the Dark Council to fight his war for him. This led to infighting between the Sith. One example of this was when Darth Marr and the other councillors were summoned to Korriban by fellow Dark Councillor Darth Barris. At the meeting, Barris attempted to declare himself the voice of the Emperor, the individual through whom the Emperor delivered his commands, and therefore take control of the entire Empire. But Barris was interrupted by the arrival of Darth Vowron and Barris's former apprentice, who had been appointed the Emperor's Wrath, the Emperor's personal executioner. The apprentice fought and killed Barris. Shortly afterwards, Darth Thanaton was killed by his own rival, a former apprentice of his own former apprentice. Lots of apprentices killing Sith Lords during this period. The apprentice was named Darth Nox and took Thanaton's place on the council. However, during this time, and with the Dark Council being on Korriban instead of Dromund Kaas, Vitiate had begun his own plans to perform a ritual that would destroy all life in the galaxy, including the Siths. The Jedi sent a strike force, including the hero of Tython, who fought and defeated the Sith Emperor on Dromund Kaas. The loss of Vitiate affected the Empire and increased the Sith infighting. The Dark Council took full control of the Empire, but Siths such as Malgus and the Dreadmasters broke away and tried to form their own separate movements. This began to weaken and cripple the Empire, and brought it to the brink of collapse. Their biggest turning point was when the Empire claimed a stash of Isotope 5 after their victory on Makeb. They were then able to continue openly fighting against the Republic, but this didn't last. Eventually, a former Jedi and Sith Lord called Revan returned to the galaxy. Revan resurrected the Sith Emperor after a showdown on Yavin 4, with the intention of striking the Sith Emperor down himself. However, he failed, and Vitiate escaped and fled into space. However, the Empire had learned of Vitiate's plans to wipe out the galaxy, and allied with the Republic to destroy the Maniac once and for all. The crazed former Emperor made for Ziost, where he took control of all the beings on the planet. The Republic and the Empire arrived with the intention of preventing him from achieving his goals. However, they were unsuccessful, and Vitiate wiped out all life on Ziost, feeding off the living energy of every living thing on the planet, and draining them until there was nothing left but ash. The Emperor then turned and fled into wild space. Darth Marr led a Republic and Imperial joint fleet into wild space in search of Vitiate. However, during the search, an unidentified fleet attacked the Empire's and Republic ships. Darth Marr allied himself with the Republic leader and attempted to stop the attack, but the battle was lost and Marr and the Republic leader were taken prisoner. After the loss of his ship and the respective battle, Marr was held captive aboard one of the ships where the attacker revealed himself to be Arkan, Prince of the Eternal Empire of Zakul. Arkan took Marr and the Republic leader to Zakul, and brought them to his father, the Empire's leader, Emperor Valkorion, who Darth Marr quickly understood just to be another identity of Vitiate. Vitiate, now going by the name of Valkorion, gave them a choice: join him and the Eternal Empire, defeat the Republic and the Sith Empire, or be destroyed. Darth Marr bluntly refused Valkorion's offer and proceeded to attack and kill several of the Emperor's guards. Before Darth Marr could continue any further, he received a direct hit of concentrated force lightning from Valkorion's hand, killing the Sith Lord. A quick reminder guys, if possible please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really means a lot to me and helps me continue to make content like this. If you also have any ideas for lore videos, or theories, or reviews, or any upcoming comics that you might like me to have a look at, please comment them in the comments down below. I'm always open to any suggestions. Again, they can literally be as wild as you want. Like, I'll literally do a lore video on what happened to Jar Jar Binks after Revenge of the Sith. He became a bit of a clown. I mean, he was a clown before, but now he's more of a clown. I'll save that for the video. Comment down below if you want me to do that or something. Anyways, on to the video. Though his physical body had died, Marr, unwilling to leave the Sith Empire undefended, became a Force ghost. 5 years later, his spirit communed with the Jedi Master Satele Shan, where they formed a bond and went into exile together to discuss the future. The Republic leader Darth Marr was with when he died killed Valkorion, but his son, Arkan, had now taken the throne and seized control of the galaxy, defeating both the Empire and Republic. The Republic leader became known as the Outlander and formed an alliance to fight the Eternal Empire, made up of Republic and Imperial forces. The Outlander eventually met with Satele Shan and the ghost of Darth Marr, who taught several lessons to him, even aiding him in building a new weapon, one especially tuned with the Force and powerful enough to bring down Archon and the Eternal Empire. Marr cancelled that defeating Archon was not enough, and said that the Outlander was destined to take the Eternal Throne to restore order to the galaxy, claiming that any other path would lead to chaos. After the Outlander built the weapon, Satele Shan and Darth Marr completed their exile and left the Outlander, for they had a different mission. And this is all we know of what happened to Darth Marr. What happens next, I can't really say. Darth Marr is probably one of the most interesting Sith Lords in the galaxy, one of the most devoted to the Sith Empire, but also unique amongst the Sith. What happened to his spirit after the events of reuniting with the Outlander, I can't really say. Though maybe one day we shall discover this. For now, thank you for watching, and may the Force be with you.